I'm gonna let you guys see this close up and personal. See that bad boy? Look at that bruschetta. Look at that bruschetta. Hey guys, welcome to my kitchen. I'm Jameson and this is how I cook. I'm gonna show you a recipe inspired by one of the dining experiences that changed my life. Up next on This Is How I Cook, we're gonna make bruschetta. It's a super easy and refreshing and healthy appetizer, just in time for your big game celebration, or just because you wanna impress your family and loved ones. Up next on This Is How I Cook. So guys, before we get farther into the demonstration, do me a favor, hit that subscription button, turn on those notifications, and like this video. Also, leave me a comment. What kind of appetizers do you guys like? Do you guys like appetizers that are vegetable only or lighter appetizers? Or have you ever had bruschetta before? And right here is where I need you to do me one more favor. I need you guys to send me an email, chefjamesonsmallwood@gmail.com. It's down there on the screen. Send me an email, chefjamesonsmallwood@gmail.com. I want to tell you guys more about an exciting project that I'm working on. So bruschetta is nothing more than a flavored tomato spread or salad on croutons. And I'm going to show you how I do this. So I've got some tomatoes. These are little cherry or grape tomatoes that I had. And we're not going to do too much of these other than just cut these down to size. And you don't have to do anything special here, right? You just need to cut them small enough to fit on these little crouton chips that we're going to make from a baguette roll. And so I just take my tomatoes and I just began to take my time and slice these down. These tomatoes are really ripe, so hey, don't go crazy here and smash them. Get you a sharp knife and just cut the tomatoes up. So this is what we want our tomatoes to look like. Now I've got a shallot. And I'm gonna break this shallot down and use that to help add some depth of flavor to my bruschetta. So what I'm gonna do is cut this half a shallot into thirds. And then we just want to cut thin slivers of the shallot. So to our tomatoes, we're going to add the shallot. The nice thing about making bruschetta is that there really is no recipe other than the tomatoes on these toasted crouton pieces. So we're going to use a little bit of that shallot to add some flavor there. And so that's what you want right there. So we're almost finished with our topping. All we need to do now is season the topping for the bruschetta. And so normally I would use fresh garlic for this. I would grate some fresh garlic on top of this, but we're really cooking, so I don't have any fresh garlic at home that I feel like putting on top of this. So I'm gonna use some minced garlic. So this is dried minced garlic. And we're not gonna go crazy here, right? Once again, there's no recipe, just a few sprinkles of this on our topping is all we need. Next, we're gonna put in a little bit of salt. This is just some table salt. Just a sprinkle of salt on top, just to give those tomatoes a little zip and a little bit of pop. Now we're gonna come in with a little bit of black pepper. Once again, we're not going crazy here, right? We just wanna put a little bit of seasoning on there. And finally, I've got my friend, Mr. Accent. So this is MSG, and we just wanna put a sprinkle on there, just a little bit. It's gonna help wake up the flavor of those tomatoes. So I'm giving you guys all kind of behind the scenes ingredients here. This is peach cider vinegar. Do you need peach cider vinegar to make your bruschetta at home? Of course not. You can use a splash of white vinegar. You can use a splash of apple cider vinegar. You can use a splash of any kind of vinegar that you have that you would think would taste good with your tomatoes. But this vinegar is gonna give our bruschetta a nice pop when we eat it. So just a splash of vinegar here. I mean, just a splash. Now we just wanna give this a light toss. And if you've got any pieces of shallot or anything in here trying to stick together, just take your spoon and just kind of beat that around a little bit. I wish you guys could smell this. This smells so fresh. But that's the topping for our bruschetta. So let's get started on our croutons. So this is a day old, fairly stale baguette. And this is perfect for making bruschetta because we're gonna dry out this anyway as we toast it in the oven. So I'm gonna show you how I like to cut these to set up my bruschetta, and then we're gonna go ahead and create these croutons in the oven. So before I cut this baguette up, do me a favor guys, turn your oven on and preheat it to 375 degrees. So all I do is take my knife and I'm gonna cut about a ½ inch, and I'm gonna cut this on a bias. So all a bias is cutting something on a slant. And when I do that, I get a nice surface to put the topping of my bruschetta. And so we're gonna just repeat this a few times. You want a good sharp knife to do this. And that's what you want right there. That's how you want to cut up your baguette to begin to make your croutons for your bruschetta. So I want to make some oil to help flavor my croutons. And so what I'm gonna do is start with some extra virgin olive oil here. I've got some rosemary here. This is crushed rosemary or dry rosemary. I'm just gonna put a little bit of that in this oil. Now I'm gonna go in here with a little bit of garlic powder. And we just wanna mix this up together. You could do this with melted butter. You could do this with anything, but I'm gonna use a little bit of olive oil instead of butter. And this is gonna be our herb infused olive oil that we're gonna use to brush our croutons with. So I got a baking sheet lined with some aluminum foil, and I've got it shiny side down or dull side up. And all I'm gonna do is take these croutons and set them on this baking sheet. And all we wanna do now is come in here with our herb infused olive oil. And all you wanna do is just brush a little bit of this oil on there, right? Just get a little bit of that oil on each of these. We're gonna take these croutons and put them into the oven, and we're gonna bake these at 375 until these become nice and toasted and develop a little bit of color. So now we got some basil that we're gonna get ready while our croutons are baking. And so all I'm gonna do is take the leaves off this basil. You can use dry basil if you can't find fresh basil, but you don't wanna skimp on this if you can find fresh basil. The fresh basil will give this bruschetta an amazing garnish and an amazing flavor as we serve this. Now your instinct might be to just start whacking away at the basil. You don't really want to do that. You just want to be very gentle. Basil will bruise really easy and blacken up. So all you want to do with a sharp knife is just come through and gently cut your basil. And that's our basil to garnish our bruschetta. So these are our croutons for our bruschetta. This is what you want to look for when you take them out of the oven. See how much color we got on those? Those are really pretty. So let's start assembling our platter of bruschetta. So there's no magic here, right? We're just gonna put these kind of on here. You just want these to look nice and pretty. And we're gonna come in here with some of our bruschetta topping on each of these. There you go. Here's the fun part. We've got some Parmigiano Reggiano cheese, and what we're gonna do is just put plenty of this on top. Get it up high. Don't be scared of it. Make sure each of these croutons and this bruschetta get some of this Parmesan cheese. Just go ahead and go be generous with it. Then we come in here with our basil. Just make sure that every piece gets some basil. Just make sure every piece gets a little bit of basil. And then our final thing we're gonna do here is add some balsamic vinegar. We're not trying to soak these, right? We're just trying to drizzle. We just wanna drizzle this over our bruschetta. And that right there is how I make bruschetta. This is a show-stopping appetizer, refreshing, delicious, vegetarian. All the boxes are checked. This is how I cook bruschetta. Y'all see this bruschetta? Let me let y'all see that up close and personal. You see that bruschetta? Yeah, man. Just like I remember when I used to eat at Sage Woodfire Tavern. This is the hard part. We gotta taste this. I'm gonna let my wife help me out with this. Here you go, boo. I'm gonna let you guys see this close up and personal. See that bad boy? Look at that bruschetta. Look at that bruschetta. Here we go.
That's really good, babe.
These things are perfect, man. They're just about bite-sized too. Perfect. Okay, but what you think?
I think it's delicious.
What do you like about it?
I like that it tastes fresh.
Okay.
Like the tomatoes and what is this herb you have on top?
That's basil.
With basil.
Mm-hmm.
It's fresh, it's light, but like with the bread, it tastes really hearty.
Mm-hmm.
It's a nice combo. And I really like the crisp also.
The crisp, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, what about the little Parmesan cheese? Is that adding a nice little touch to it, the Parmigiano Reggiano?
Yeah, absolutely. It's really good.
Okay, so for me, it's same thing, guys. I like the crunch. It has a heartiness to it that you're not expecting with something made like that. Those croutons are a great vehicle for that fresh tomato, that fresh basil. The drizzle of the balsamic vinegar on top adds a little bit of sweetness to it to counteract the acidity from the vinegar that we added, the peach vinegar. That's an amazing appetizer. Look at that, man. One more time, guys. Guys, I'm Jameson, and this is how I cook, and this is how I make bruschetta. And do me a favor, I need your email address. chefjamesonsmallwood@gmail.com. Shoot me an email. I'm working on an exciting project. I can't tell you about it right now, but I need your email address to stay in touch with you if you want to know more about it. chefjamesonsmallwood@gmail.com. Don't forget to leave me a comment. Say, hey, let me know about what you would do different with this. I could totally see this working with some ham or like some type of pancetta or something like that. Just a little bit. I would even put a piece of anchovy on top of these too. That's what I really wanted to do, but I didn't have any anchovies here at the house. But let me know what you guys would do in the comments, how you would change this recipe up to make it your own. And guys, we gotta get back to finishing this up. My wife's here. I gotta go, guys. Y'all be good. Man. Bruschetta. Vegetarian. I know you didn't think I could do it. Y'all see all that meat I be cooking? Yeah, I really be cooking. This is how I cook.